watching the Four Nations tournament has made me realize that we do not need another NHL All-Star game ever. Why do I say that? I'm watching USA Canada right now. These guys have tilted 3 separate times in 9 seconds. 3 separate times in 9 seconds. Now, yeah, what does that mean to people that don't watch hockey? And they're like, well, yeah, but why would you not want an All-Star game? This is supposed to be the time where the NHL takes a break. You get the best players in one place. They do a skills competition, and then they do a 3-on-3 game, multiple games, to see who has the best team, where they skate like basically 5 miles an hour and just shoot the puck and the goalies won't even try. Meanwhile, these guys are fighting. These guys have thrown massive hits against each other. These guys are skating as fast as possible. I just watched Connor McDavid score a goal going 24 miles an hour down the ice. These fans are into it. I mean, where else are you going to get this? You're going to tell me that the All-Star game is better than this? And why don't we do this more often? You have Sweden and Finland in here. Add more nations to the mix. Let's add, I know one day, probably eventually, Russia will be back in it because they have amazing players. But obviously, you can't have Russia in it right now. But add Russia in it one day. Add Germany in it. Add any team you can think of that has great players. And these nations will come together. And it won't just be 4 nations. Make it 8 nations. Make it 10 nations. Make this just the World Cup of Hockey like they announced that's going to be coming back. This should be the prequel. This should be the standard for how an All-Star game break is supposed to be played. Players, I get, take a break. The ones that aren't in this. But this is great stuff. Where else are you going to watch this? Are you really going to tell me you're at home sitting there watching the NBA All-Star game right now? Where I saw these guys do a passing drill and then they're supposed to shoot the ball, but they didn't get disqualified? You're telling me that's better than what I'm watching right now where 3 guys... There was 3 tilts. 3 tilts in 9 seconds. Are you kidding me? Who's watching anything else right now? This should be the main sport in America. I don't care about American football, because you say football, you think soccer as well. Nobody's watching hockey. You bring up hockey to somebody, and they're like, well, that's not a sport I follow. I watch baseball and football. Why are we not watching hockey? You fight, and you go in the penalty box for at least 5 minutes. You get a 5-minute penalty for fighting, just punching someone in the face. And you're telling me you'd rather watch baseball and football? 2 great sports, but not hockey. Where else are you going to get this? I mean, this is just crazy. Who needs an All-Star game anymore? 4 nations has been unbelievable.